Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second episode of Late Night Gym Sessions with your boy Cal. It's currently like 1:30 on a Monday. Finished up editing late tonight, and decided that based on the workload this week, it would be best if I came now to the gym based on, workout schedule, and then also wanting to get this in, being able to record a gym session just because we're just finishing up our July 4th little break period, and things are going to start to get busier again, and I know myself, I'm filming and editing all day, the last thing I'm going to want to do is come here and film a gym session that already takes longer, and then edit the video. So I'm thinking for this, I'm just going to record majority of the squat, and then hopefully get out of here by 2:15, if I'm lucky. But knowing myself and how I like to talk, I don't think that's going to happen. So goal is to be to bed by 3, so I can wake up at 11, and then leave for Long Island, shoot some girls lacrosse at 5 p.m. Now, if you've ever traveled to Long Island before, great location. I just have a personal beef with the Bridgeport to Long Island travel area and the amount of traffic that it takes. Because if you leave from where I'm at, the Waterbury area in Connecticut, to where I'm going tomorrow, it's about 2.5 hours, but with traffic in mind, it's probably going to take about 3.5. So, and I traveled there a lot during the spring, and put a lot of miles on my car, which was awesome. But yeah, so that's kind of my reasoning for coming now. I'm going to get a good squat session in today. Goal is, I've been just slowly trying to build up squat over these past couple of months, ever since I finished up marathon. But wow, my stuff is all over the place. Crap. Ever since I finished the marathon, and so I've been just kind of adding 10 pounds onto the bar every week or so. But we decided, Tristan, Jason, and I decided to go to our local high school and play some soccer, football, and baseball. So your boy's legs are feeling it. So I don't know if I'll be going too heavy today. Probably 315 at most in these really tight shorts. I apologize ahead of time. For some reason, I like them. So enjoy the view. That's all I could say. But yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, feeling tight for sure. Goal this week was to go to 375. We'll see. I don't know. But kind of the mindset is just because I feel tight doesn't mean I can't push some weights since I haven't squatted this week. So we'll see how that theory goes. I'm not sure if it'll hold true. But either way, looking forward to it. All right, let's see how this first squat rep goes. Oh my God, I can already feel how tight my hips are. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh yeah! Oh my gosh! Not bad. So, for those who don't know, back in the day, used to, in college, did actually, I think it was right after I graduated college. Did my first 2 powerlifting meets. Put up some good numbers. Since then, or since when I did those powerlifting meets. And so right now, just definitely feeling a powerlifting wave. But I don't know, like 2026, we'll see how it goes. Definitely might, who knows, maybe I'll do a bodybuilding show, but definitely leaning more towards a powerlifting meet, just based on how busy things are, and like especially with bodybuilding, it just takes up so much of your life. Like literally, it's so time consuming. Oh, nice. Okay. Yes, I mean, bodybuilding is just so time consuming, and I think I'd definitely do it. But it's like, is it really worth stressing myself out that much? When in like 2-3 years from now, when I can really, wait, who knows what's gonna happen 2-3 years from now? AI could take over the world and literally destroy everything. But hypothetically, in a world where that doesn't happen, I could really just put my all into a nice bulking prep where I put on nice muscle, and then do a nice dial prep afterwards too, towards the show for like 12 to 15 weeks. And like I said in the last video, I think if I were to do a powerlifting meet, it would just kind of be casual. Wouldn't be anything like crazy aggressive, or, you know, in terms of like powerlifting like 6 days a week, and you know, I'd probably squat like once a week, deadlift once a week, and then bench twice a week. Something simple and chill like that. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. So, like I said before, I played soccer for the first time in like God knows how long. I was actually hitting the ball better than I thought I would. But oh my goodness, I was using so many muscles that I am just not used to using in my legs. And so right now, it's like the first time you hit the gym in a while. It's just like you feel a crazy amount of soreness. And it's not like I'm dying, but like in the inside of my quad, I feel good soreness, and then also on the bottom half of my leg too. So definitely definitely a little banged up. We also ran some sprints, which, you know, I don't sprint very often, but you know, it's interesting. A little side story. I remember, I think it was like 2-3 weeks out from my second powerlifting meet. For some reason, I decided to go on a run in the middle of my prep. Like, and run or cardio and powerlifting just do not go together. Like, if you're doing cardio while you're powerlifting, it will drastically, at least from my own experience, affect your strength because of the demand that cardio has on your body, and vice versa, right? So if you're doing heavy powerlifting, right, like it's gonna affect how well you're able to run, and you just really just can't do both at the same time effectively. And so I decided just to go on a run, because I was like, felt cooped up inside, felt a little bit fatter, especially like during that prep when I was like 182 as opposed to like 170. And for some reason, when I went in the gym the next week to do a mock meet, like probably like a couple weeks out from a powerlifting meet, I had one of my worst powerlifting days ever. So I remember I told Mikey that, my powerlifting coach at the time, and he was like, "You, my friend, are an idiot." And I was like, "Oh my God, I am an idiot." And for some reason I did it. Still ran a fast mile though. And during that prep I was suffering from like a ton of fatigue issues, and like, dude, I swear, sometimes I'm literally, I think everyone kind of goes through it. They're like, they think they're better than they actually are, and they decide to do some dumb stuff. So maybe this is an example of that. So hopefully we're fine. Hopefully we're fine. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. So, but yeah. Ooh, that felt good. That felt good. Ooh. I think we throw on V15 right now, baby. Come on. Just gotta keep my chest up. I'm feeling my lower back a little bit, so yeah, I just gotta keep my chest fit. My chest up. Just gotta take my time. And hopefully this weight flies. And then if this flies well, who knows? Maybe we mess around with a little 375 today. So you know, a little sore, but a little soreness never hurt. Okay. Foot. Oh, okay. Alright, let's see how this moves though. Yeah, but like I was saying in the last episode, I've just really been enjoying life lately, you know? It's just a lot of things personally have been looking up, both, you know, on a relationship level with, you know, finding partners in the dating world, and then also just personally for me too, you know? Like I feel like I'm in a really good spot emotionally, and then also in the business wise, like I'm really starting to find my lane, something that I've struggled with a lot. But I was talking about it with someone today that, you know, a lot of times when we're in those states where, you know, we don't feel like there's any hope at the end of the tunnel, you really feel helpless in those instances. And I think when I was talking about it with the person today, that, you know, being willing to share with others and being willing to have a support system around you when those tough moments come up, to be that bridge for you to get to the other side, is huge, because, you know, those kind of people will help you shift your perspective in a way that actually gives you clarity to understand that you can take certain steps to change how you're feeling. And, you know, a big thing for me, I was just in my head, a lot of it, you know what I mean? And a lot of it was my own doing, like isolation, suppression, and, you know, not being myself and trying to get the approval of others. And like, don't get me wrong, I wasn't like completely like perfect in this, and I'm not still, but, you know, it's looking back on it, it's like I said in the last episode, it's great to see that, you know, I've been able to get to the other side of it and really change how I'm feeling, where I'm going, and that, you know, it really was just a simple couple changes. And so, you know, if you're going through a tough time right now, it's probably a lot simpler of a solution than you think it is, and you probably think it's way worse than it actually is. But, you know, that's just my own experience. Of course, you know, it's not black and white, but, you know, it's definitely was a tough time. So, all right, let's hit the squat set, baby. All right, recording, right? What do we think? We think it's gonna be good, huh? Come on. Come on. Mom, baby. Mom. This belt is tight, dude. Get a little fat. Mom, baby. Huh. Mom. Mom. Take it somewhere else. Come on. Mom. Type of time we on, type of time we on. know if you guys could hear that, but yeah, your boy tooted a little bit. Felt okay. No, I'm walking towards the camera. A little tight. All right, I think I'll throw on 345. See how that feels. Yeah, definitely a little tight for sure. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll throw on 345. See how that feels, and then we'll kind of just take it from there. To be honest, felt good. Felt solid under the bar. Just gotta take my time. 10, 5. Yeah. Alright, let's see how this goes. 345. 345 action. Stay tight. Solid under the bar. Get a good swung blast in my ears. And we'll see. We'll see how this flies, man. See how this flies. A little tight. I think I've said that for like the 90th time. But once again, not trying. Like, this does not feel good. I'm not going up for sure. Like, this is like, you know, pushing it a little bit, but I was feeling a little dangerous at 1:49 in the morning. So, God, I'm so getting out of here later. It's alright. Just gotta be in bed by 3. Alright. Mom. See, like, that felt good? A little harder than I thought. So, God, dude, my gut is telling me to go up. Or not my gut, my ego. Oh. Fuck, dude. Yeah, because I know if I fucking go up, it's gonna be a fight for sure. Damn. I don't know. Oh god, I can already feel it. It's like, should I have dessert? Should I not? And then you know you're gonna have the dessert. That's kind of what I'm at right now. Fuck it, dude. Let's do it. Let's fucking send it. I'm down. Is this stupid? Probably. Is it for the camera? Definitely. But gotta have fun, you know? Like, I hit 365 last week. Felt good. This is the heaviest I've gone in a long time. A little bit tight. But, you know, you only live once, alright? Only live once. And that is the dumbest reason for why. I feel like if you only live once, you shouldn't do stuff that threatens it. Hey, man, you know. So, we'll see how this flies. And listen, if I don't get it, I don't get it. It's all good. It's all good. Alright. Now I gotta whip out the phone too, you know what I'm saying? Well, 130 squat action? I gotta get fucking dialed for this, dude. I gotta get turned. Oh, I could use a Mikey Saturday slap on the back. Fun fact. It was after my second powerlifting meet. I think it was when I was doing deadlifts. I got right before I went up to the podium to do my deadlift rep in front of the judges. Mikey, my powerlifting coach, just has like ginormous hands, and right before I'm just like, you hit salt, and then you're already like blasting music in your ears, the environment's going crazy, and then just to top it all off, Mikey takes both of his hands and he goes, what do, like, oh, just as hard as he possibly could, and it just leaves this sting, and it's like, it serves the same purpose as like smelling salt or something along those lines. Or pre-workout right before going for a big lift, it just gets you absolutely wired. And I don't think I actually got that lift, but I remember I have a video of it, a picture that after the rep, you can see under my singlet blood coming from my back, like not like you know, profusely bleeding, but he slapped me that hard, like, dude, it stung for a while. I think I had bruises. Hey, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. If Mikey was here right now, I'd have him do it. All right, can't think about it. Let's go, man. Come on. Mom. Mom. Come on, Cal. Mom. Come on. Get this shit off, come on. Yeah, buddy, come on. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yes, sir. Fuck yeah, dude. All right, I mean, that was definitely a fight for sure, and wasn't perfect, but yeah, like I said before, it wasn't perfect, but hey, dude, for having sore legs at 2 in the morning, you know, not the best sleep, haven't really taken creatine the past couple of days, weighing 172, I will take that. I will take that to the bank. Oh my God, let's go, bro. Let's fucking go. All right. Not bad. Hopefully 405 in a couple weeks, man. That'll be huge. Yeah, so similar to what we were doing yesterday, or not yesterday, 2 days ago when we were hitting chest. I'm gonna do 2 back offsets, clusters, 325, probably two sets of 3, and then gonna do probably like 275, maybe probably 285 actually. 2 sets of 6, cluster once again, which is just 2 consecutive sets back to back. And yeah, fuck yeah, dude, that was awesome. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Okay, dude, honestly, that moved really well. Knees cave a little bit, but like, gotta keep my chest up more for sure. Let me see. I wonder what RPE that was. Yeah, so it might take I don't know. That was a little bit. Like, I really shouldn't be doing like this heavy a weight consecutively every single week, but it's, you know, I'm only squatting once a week. It's for single reps too, so it's nothing like crazy, but like, obviously, you know, you don't want to just complete bro lifting if you're just going for a max every week, which, you know, I think to some extent this definitely could be looked at like this, which scares me a little bit, but yeah, I think it's a bit different, especially because I've moved this weight before, and just like rebuilding back up to it, only squatting once a week, you know, it's not like putting a huge strain on my body. It'd be different if I was doing this like 2-3 times a week, just trying to ego lift, which definitely is a little bit of ego, but hey, you know, a little bit of ego never hurt. To do 375 at 2 in the morning on a Monday? Actually, Tuesday. My bad. All right, let's hit this set. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Ooh. Just so I know. Alright, so this feels a little bit heavy. Definitely could feel a little bit of fatigue coming in, especially after that last set. Yeah, I'm like debating whether I do this next set or not. Oh, I'll probably drop it like 10 pounds, honestly. Yeah, I think I'll be good. Just give me a little. I mean, 10 pounds is like not that much, but that'll be something. Yeah. Usually give yourself about like a minute, 30 seconds to a minute rest. Somewhere to mile reps on this. And yeah, should be good. All right, let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on, Cal, push, push, dig, dig. Dig, come on. Oh, come on. Nice. Oh, yeah. That's what I found with squatting, you know? Like, if you just set a solid foundation and you just really keep him, like, you have good form, of course, and you just stick with it under, you know, weight that you know you can do. Like, a lot of it is just mental, man. Like, so much of it is just mental. Because you know, mathematically, like, if you have a coach, that you can get through it. And then, obviously, if, like, the first rep sucks, you know, it could be a misgroove. But a lot of it is just like, I mean, Mikey, you know, really put this in my head when I started squatting. He's like, sometimes your first rep is gonna look like your 8th rep. And then sometimes your 8th rep is gonna be smoother, meaning move faster upwards than your like first or second rep, because you're getting more warmed up, or because you are more in the zone. Like, the reps that I'm doing now feel way better, obviously because I'm coming down from a heavier weight, than the reps that I was doing at like 375 or 315. Like this, it's obviously, I'm definitely sore, so it feels a lot different. But typically, I mean, I feel strong right now, but you know, obviously the soreness is playing a role. But you know, it's a lot of it's just a mental game. Like, you have a solid foundation, like, there's really not much to worry about, you know. Just stick with it, really don't think about much, maybe 1 or 2 cues, and you're good, man, you're good. And it's like, you know, squat is definitely, you know, it's not a lot of fun, but if you look at all 3 of my lifts, like, every single lifter has a lift that they're just freaky good at. Like, for Mikey, my powerlifting coach, it's bench or not bench, no, sorry, deadlift. Oh my God, he deadlifted like 700 at my weight, which is at sumo, which is just crazy. And for Tristan, my roommate, his freaky lift is bench, like similar weight to mine. He's just this crazy strong on bench. Like, you know, could probably bench like 315 back in his heyday at my weight, which is just nuts. And then for me, it's squat. Like, my best squat ever was, you know, I was at 175 probably, and I squatted 441 in competition. which is just like, I think it's like 2.5 body weight, but a lot of it is just like leverages. So when I went from high bar to low bar, high bar literally sits high up on your back, and then low bar is like what I was doing with squat. You come down like this. When I switched from high bar to low bar, like it just instantly, that was a big reason for why my numbers blew up. And then also obviously genetically, I have, you know, stronger legs. Like my bench sucks. Like my bench is awful. Not awful, but you know, it's not good comparatively to my other lifts. And my deadlift is all right. But dude, my squat, like if both my squat and if both my bench and my deadlift were like my squat, oh my god, I'd be competing pro for sure. You know, like, or not pro, but you know, there'd be a good chance I'd be competing like really high in the amateur ranks for sure. Yeah, my leverages for this are just perfect. And vice versa, Mikey's squats Mikey's leverages for squats are just, according to him, just awful. You know, I don't really know too much about like leverages per se, like what makes a good leverage, but all I know is low bar squats, I like them because you still have some heavy weight. But yeah, so last set, gonna do 275 cluster, 2 sets of 6, and then, you know, I think we'll fly through some really just some quad extensions and some hamstring curls, and we'll call it a day. It'll be a short day at on this Tuesday. You know, maybe we'll get some posing in if we finish up early. Yeah, I think we will. Yeah. All right, come on. I've listened to the same song for all sets. All right, let's switch it up. All right, let's go, man. Come on, Cal. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Yep. Yeah. Very good, so. Come on. Come on. Sick of the drain. Come on. Come on, Cal. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, dig. 2, come on. Oh, come on. Oh yeah. Okay. Whew. Okay. Yeah. Oh man. Whew. Nothing like some high volume heavy squats, man. Dude, I'll never forget. It was like during my powerlifting, my second powerlifting prep, and during my second powerlifting prep, I forget, I think it was Mikey had me do high bar paused tempo squats. And this motherfucker, dude, Mikey Serraday is like, I mean, talk about training people intensely and to their limit, and then also just making stuff different. He's the trainer for it. You know, whether that was necessary or not, because I think we switched it up the second meet, different from what was working. I think that was possibly what led to the issue. But anyways, back to the main point. Like, I remember I would do high bar tempo pause squats, and so literally would have a 3 count to the bottom, high bar, which is already harder for me, and then pausing at the bottom for like, and you know, for like on the top sets, like 4 sets of 10 for like the first 2 weeks, and like we would cycle through preps. So like, you know, you'll do 10 reps one week, 8 reps the next week, as you get heavier. And dude, those are some of, like, I don't know how many calories you probably burn, but like, talk about having the most amount of cardio for squatting, dude. Oh, I'm sure there's like other things that you could do, but holy shit. I remember I was just absolutely toast after those squats. And like, that would just literally be the first exercise. And then after that, you would go into oh my God, heavy quad extensions to finish it off, mixed with, you know, you're doing heavy quad extensions, you know, RDLs, you know, possibly with a bar or dumbbells. But holy shit, I remember during my powerlifting meet, like, or my bodybuilding prep, Mikey was still coaching me, like training wise. And I just remember like those days, like when I'd have heavy squats mixed with other exercises, it's when I put on the most muscle. And like, oh my, there's a point during my bodybuilding prep where I was putting on muscle, but I was getting more shredded. And like, that is by far, at least to my knowledge, the biggest I've ever been. And right now I'm like definitely a skinny bitch compared to what I was. But yeah, dude, like I was training like 5 or 6 times a week, doing cardio every single day, 35 minutes. And like, dude, it just shows, you know, like that to get to that point, to be able to step on stage and like that level of work, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So it's cool to see during that time of my life, I'm glad I took advantage of it. But yeah, fucking crazy, dude. Fucking crazy. High bar squats. Mikey, you're a guy, man. You're a guy. So you're the man. My apologies. The man. All right. So from here, I'm gonna probably just record the last set of my other 2 exercises, and then bounce out of here. Do a little outro, and then we'll call it, you know? So, alright. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the view of my ass. I'm not gonna put that in. Might, we'll see. Oh, really good squat day, man. Really good squat day. Was not expecting to have this good. Grab all my gear, dude. Look at me. Literally moving into the gym, dude. Moving in. Hitting some seated leg curl. Until I remember the name of it. Some Myo reps. Got 3 sets left. Oh man. Oh, dude, my legs are cooked, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's like weird because my squat has gotten stronger, but like I'm not hitting legs as nearly as hard as I used to because like obviously, like I used to back last year. But it's cool because like my legs are not as big, but I'm still moving some weight, you know. So it's cool. It's cool. Come on. Ah. 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 Oh. Whew. And some quad extensions. Oh. Dude. That's so fun. Doing ground balls in baseball. We were out at the field. Oh, I just ripped ass. We were out at the field by our house, baseball field, and just catching ground balls, man. And just so much fun. Brings me back to my baseball days. Just fielding, yeah, having a good time with the gents. Wow, see, I'm only doing 85 pounds here, and it feels so heavy. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Yeah, so I found this crazy bread at Stop and Shop. It's called it's Nature's Own bread, and it's 35 calories, 6 grams of protein per slice. It's like big bread too. It's not like the tiny thin slices. So if you're a big eater like myself, and you're looking for some low cal, high protein, filling food, Stop and Shop's got it. Stop and Shop has got it. It goes quick, at least around here. It's a big bag that says keto on it. In the bread section, you really can't miss it. Oh my god, I'm so weak, dude. Throw some PB2 on it. You know, a little oil with some everything bagel seasoning. Like, listen, I don't know shit about cooking, and I've eaten some egregious meals that you may or may not see on this channel one day. But I'm starting to come around to food, and honestly, like I feel like I've always had a pretty good knack for what works for me in terms of like the boxes of like for a person that like wants a big appetite, that has a big appetite, that wants to eat low cal, high protein, satiating food. They can't gobble down in like 2 seconds. Today I was like, walked out of Aldi's feeling like the man because I was like, I'm developing a system for like I'm changing up the system, and it's like it's back to being good again. And it was like I had some okay things before, like food wise, like what I have every single day, but now it's like it's dialed. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. I just have like I have a whole loaf of bread every single day. I'm starting to move away from it. Getting back on the creamy, which is also a hack if you're looking for low cal. Just kind of oh man, okay, one more set. Then we're out of here, man. We're out of here. What time is it? Okay, I think it's like 2 something. Definitely feels different this time though. Like I don't know why I feel way more comfortable on camera, and a little bit different too. Like I feel the last time I felt like way more soft in terms of not like soft like you're you're a loser soft, but more of like, you know, more spiritual, I guess you could say, like more just wanted to be calm and peaceful. But now I'm just like, let's get after it. So yeah, it's been a big shift in my personality over these past like really since I started the business. Like I've definitely swung way more from the spiritual side of things to I guess you could say the doing this side of things, and it's good because now I took it to the yang in both areas, and now I can really pull it back to the middle, which I genuinely feel like I'm doing. It's just tough because entrepreneurship, especially with where we're at in the business, like you as the owner, you have to take on things in order to push the business forward. And so that looks like you putting peace to the side. That looks like you putting what you want, which may be sleep, which may be comfort, or really anything that you want to do now off to the side in order to get that future outcome later, so the business can move forward. And so, you know, these past 2 years, you know, like any entrepreneur, I'm sure can relate to this, like that's what you need to do in order to really grow and scale a business. And it's like so many videographers and business owners that I see just, you know, really, you know, and it's like if you don't want that, you don't want that. But like if you say you want to scale a business and you want to be able to grow, but you don't take on any risk, you don't take on any sucky nights of, you know, understanding that you're not going to get the outcome overnight, and that you're going to have some sleepless nights, and that stuff is not going to go your way for a really long time, and that things aren't going to change how you want them to change immediately, right? You're not going to get that outcome. But overall, like I was saying before, I've definitely swung a lot from a spiritual side back when I was in college, really to, you know, the more doing this side of things. And with that came a lot of, like, you know, chucking peace out the window and chucking my happiness out the window. And like, you know, when I say that, it sounds very harsh. Like I'm still a very positive, happy person and care a lot about others. But, you know, like I said before, in order to allow me to have that life that I want in my 30s and my 40s and in my 50s, right? Like now's the time to do that. Now's the time to take on this risk, because there's no other better time to do it than when your responsibilities are as low as possible. So like I wish I started when I was 18, you know what I mean? And because, you know, if I knew I wanted to start a business, why would I even go to college? It's literally just a barrier in the way that is not required for me to start a business. It would literally only make it harder. And so, you know, I think, you know, looking back on where I'm at now, where the business is at currently, like we're starting to really, really get an idea. We're looking to make our first hire. We're going out to a scaling workshop in Las Vegas at the end of this month, and really going to answer some big questions with how do we grow our business? What are the next steps? But it's like we're starting to get this puppy off the ground, and we're figuring it out. And it's like we only have been really dialed for like a month now, and so it's like it's really cool to see. And finally, like, I can, you know, we can all, like Tristan, Jason, and I really take or not overall, but at least temporarily from where we're at, take our foot off the gas in terms of like taking it back to the medium between, you know, on the far end, competitiveness, and then on the other end, peace, and like find that middle ground where it's rough sometimes, but it's better with others. All right, let's get this posing in. I'm trying to get out of here. Okay, I'm bringing in all of my belongings. Literally, I have so much stuff with me. It's crazy. You know, we gotta hit them with a physique update. But yeah, like I was saying before, it's definitely an extremely great time in my life. Like I think about it every single day, and especially with how things have been recently. Like I'm so blessed with my life and how I'm living my life on a day-to-day basis. And you know, I think about it a lot. Like how long it took me to get to this point. Like really didn't happen overnight. You know what I mean? Like it's not to say like ego-wise, but like years and years of work in the making, and it's like it's really cool. And not it's just like, dude, people in the same circumstance as me can absolutely do it. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to live a life where, you know, you're living true to who you are and like with all of your potential, and you wouldn't want another life, like you have a life without any complaints, like genuinely, that's all I want for anybody. Like, hey, are you living a life with complaints or not, right? And if you are, right, then there's a problem, and you have to address that problem. And it's like, you know, genuinely, of course, like there's negative things in my life on a daily basis, but I look at it as like, okay, genuinely, like actually, is there anything to actually complain about? No, not at all, right? Like, not in the slightest, right? And I could say, you know, I've said this a lot, like, I could die right now without any regrets, genuinely. And because I'm proud of the person that I've become. And how do you become the person that you're proud of? At least how Jordan Peterson defines it is the habits that you develop, right? And like, that's who you are foundationally. And, you know, I think a lot of times you look at the standards you have, which ultimately guide your behaviors on a daily basis. And at the end of the day, actions are the things that matter the most. And when you have the right actions on a consistent basis, right, that ultimately will allow you to develop the habits that you want, and then ultimately the person that you want to become, right? And so it's like, right now, I'm extremely proud of the person that I've become. And I can say genuinely, like, if I was to die, of course, I don't want to die, but like, I could die without any regrets. And it's like, I think, I wish everyone could share that same thing, you know? And I know Jason and Tristan can absolutely say the same thing. It's just like, are you proud to be Cal? Are you proud to be Jason? Are you proud to be Tristan? Are you proud to be you? And it's like, if you can't answer that without a thought of like, dude, yeah, I love being me, all right? Like, then obviously then there's some work to do, right? But yeah, just a little thought, you know? Yeah, all right. Whew. Oh, yeah, okay. The little legs in there. But yeah, wrapping up this episode. Let's see what time it is. Oh, it's 2:30. Oh my god, dude. Oh, all right. But yeah, throw my motherfucking thing back on. Yeah, once again, like, these videos are just a great way of just documenting, right? It's like, it's not about becoming a fitness influencer. It's not about becoming anything. It's just documenting the lessons that I'm learning in my life, what I want to share. And, you know, if you take value from that, you take value from that. If you don't, you don't, you know, like, in today, like, I'm definitely a little bit more on edge. But I honestly don't have nearly as much to share. And, like, philosophically, you know, just obviously, I just wanted to get this video out for you guys and be able to document this and hopefully make it a more regular practice. But yeah, man, I think that's a wrap. 2:30 on a Tuesday. Yeah, I think we'll call it there. Love yourself because I love you. Stay handsome, and I'll see you in the next one.